Life lesson story. The Tailor's Thread of Truth. A story about honesty, integrity, and quiet courage. In a sunlit corner of a bustling town stood a tiny tailor shop owned by an elderly craftsman named Joran. His shop was small, barely large enough for two people to stand inside, but it overflowed with rolls of fabric, wooden spools of thread, and the soothing scent of lavender and cotton. People traveled from across the town to have their clothes mended by him, not because he was the fastest or the cheapest, but because he worked with a sincerity that could be felt in every stitch. They called him the tailor who sewed truth into fabric. Joran had one rule: I will mend only what is honest. Most people didn't understand, but they loved him anyway. One morning, a wealthy merchant named Dorian marched into the shop, slamming a luxurious deep blue coat on the counter. It shimmered under the sunlight, embroidered with gold threads finer than hair. "Fix this," Dorian demanded. "I need it by sundown." Joran examined the coat. At first glance, it looked flawless. But when he held the fabric to the light, he noticed small tears hidden beneath the embroidery, tiny rips covered intentionally with ornate stitching. What happened to it? Joran asked gently. "Nothing," the merchant snapped. "Just mend it." Joran shook his head. "It wasn't torn by accident. Someone tried to hide something." "My reputation is none of your concern," Dorian said sharply. "Just repair it. I'll pay triple." Joran placed the coat back on the counter. "I cannot mend a lie," Dorian glared. "It's only a coat." "No," Joran replied softly. "It is your story, and I will not stitch falsehood into the world." With a scoff, the merchant snatched the coat and stormed out. Later that afternoon, a young woman named Ellen entered the shop. Her posture was timid, her eyes downcast. In her hands was a simple dress, faded, patched many times, but clean and carefully folded. "It belonged to my mother," she whispered. "I need it mended for the festival. I know it's old, but it's all I have." Joran unfolded the dress with reverence. The seams were worn thin, but the fabric held a softness that only years of love could leave behind. "I will mend it," he said. "But first, tell me the truth of the dress." Ellen hesitated. "The truth? Yes," Joran said. "What does it mean to you?" She took a deep breath. "It reminds me of her. She used to wear it every summer. When she passed, I felt like I lost not only her, but everything warm in my life. When I wear this dress, I remember the way she held me when I cried." Joran placed his hand over hers. "Then this dress carries a pure truth, and I will mend it with my finest thread." He worked slowly, carefully, each stitch small, but full of intention. When he finished, the dress looked the same, yet somehow new, as if restored by memory itself. The festival arrived the next evening. Lanterns floated above the streets, filling the town with warm light. Music drifted from every corner, vendors sold pastries dusted with powdered sugar, and families gathered to celebrate the year's harvest. When Ellen arrived wearing her mother's dress, people turned to look, not because of the dress itself, but because of the way she glowed with a quiet confidence she had never shown before. Even Joran paused as he passed her. He saw her laughing with friends, her eyes bright, her shoulders light. He smiled. The dress had done its work. Suddenly, commotion erupted near the fountain. The wealthy merchant Dorian rushed in, his expensive coat unraveling. The hidden tears had grown larger, the golden embroidery collapsing onto the ground like fallen vines. "My coat," he wailed. "It's ruined." People gathered. Some murmured. Some laughed. Joran stepped forward, not with mockery, but with empathy. "Dorian," he said gently, "a lie can be covered, but it cannot be carried. Truth is heavier, but it never tears." Dorian looked at him, eyes trembling. Can you fix it?" Joran lifted the torn coat. "Only if you tell me the truth behind it." The merchant swallowed hard. "It ripped when I pushed past a traveler. I blamed him. I made him pay for the damage, even though it was my fault." Joran nodded slowly. "Bring me your apology, and I will bring you a new coat." Tears welled in Dorian's eyes, not for the coat, but for the years he had sown his life with pride instead of honesty. Later that week, he did apologize, and Joran made him a new coat, simple but sturdy, stitched with threads that would not break. Moral of the story: truth may tear, but it can always be mended. Lies may shine, but they unravel. What we stitch with honesty lasts longer than anything woven with pride.